What's up YouTube? How you doing? My name is Philip Godfrey and welcome to Philip Godfrey's Book Club. So today we're going to review Dean Koontz's first book in his Nameless series, In the Heart of the Fire. So a little bit of context to this. The Nameless series is about a guy who doesn't have a name. He wakes up without any memory and he has these visions of the future and the present and the past, but he doesn't know really which one is which. So basically he's a mixture of Jason Bourne and Raven from That's So Raven, and to me that is a great story no matter what the topic is. So the series consists of 6 books. So this is the first book, and each book is about an hour-long read, which is kind of nice because it's like if you want to read a book from cover to cover, it only takes you about an hour. So our story starts off innocently enough at a small town Texas bus stop where our hero Nameless gets a text on his iPhone from Ace of Diamonds telling him where to go and what his next mission is. So we find out later that Ace of Diamonds is kind of Nameless's handler, so he basically sends him text messages of locations and his next target. So Nameless goes to this hotel called the Blue Ribbon Inn. He checks into his room and he sees this kind of briefcase that has $40,000 in it. It has a gun, a silencer in it, and he gets a text from Ace of Diamonds again telling him where to go next. So he goes outside. He also has a key that he got from Ace of Diamonds, and he clicks it a couple times, finds the car, gets into the car, and then goes hunting for his prey. We also find out in the hotel that Nameless doesn't have any fingerprints, so he doesn't have to wear gloves. I don't really know how that works, but sounds pretty cool to me. I don't know. Dean Koontz is so radical in his writing. It's crazy. So the next chapter starts out at Jenny Demeter's house, who is this small town widow who has 2 children. The scene starts with Nameless driving into her driveway, and he comes up to the door to try to be let in. He starts talking with Jenny when he's met with a little bit of pushback. She's very distant, to say the least. She's got a bunch of locks on her window. She won't take her kids into town. She's scared for her life, basically. She wouldn't let Nameless in until he says that he was friends in the war with her late husband. She asks him why he's there, and he says it's because of Russell Soakes. So Russell Soakes is our antagonist of the book, and we find out that he is the sheriff of the town and has this deputy called Harry Carlisle. So she lets Nameless into her house and tells him that she used to date Russell Soakes. Russell Soakes used to be obsessed with her, and he seemed very interested in her. He would insist that their dates included the kids because it was healthy for them. Jenny, being the normal person that she is, didn't think anything of that. Just as she's talking about her past relationship, Nameless has a vision of Jenny and Max being murdered and Serafina being abducted. Nameless decides not to tell Jenny about this, which might be a good decision, I don't know, but it would be weird to tell somebody that you're about to get murdered. So chapter 3 starts with Russell Soakes getting a phone call from his partner Harry Carlisle and says that something is going on at Jenny's house. He goes by the house and he sees Nameless's car and memorizes the license plate. So Jenny dated Soakes until she was confronted by Sue, who she works with. Apparently Sue has a cousin who Soakes tried to make unwanted advances to. Oh, and she was a kid, so that's just an extra bonus onto that. Jenny started to move on from Soakes after that, so Soakes doesn't really take kindly to that, and he breaks into her house one morning and makes breakfast for Serafina and Max, which is just absolutely sad. If someone did that to me, I don't even know what I would say. I'd probably, I don't even know. The fact that he just had so much confidence to do that is absolutely insane to me. So after that, she confronted him after she ate the breakfast, which I don't know how she ate the breakfast or why she ate the breakfast, but whatever. She confronted him about why he broke into her house, in the morning to make breakfast for her kids. And he says, and I quote, "A man with a broken heart does desperate things sometimes," which is just like such a insane thing to say. Well, I guess after you break into somebody's house, it really doesn't matter what you say, you're already insane, so might as well. So the next chapter, Nameless and Ginny are sitting on her sofa, and Nameless tells Ginny that he's seen visions of Sheriff Russell Soaps murdering families for the last 17 years. The next moment, Nameless gets a text from Ace of Diamonds saying that Russell and Harry Carlisle are out for the day, and then he should go to the ranch. So the ranch is this place the sheriff and the deputy bury the bodies and the cars. Nameless drives to the ranch and goes into this garage that looks completely abandoned. Once he's down there, Nameless starts having a vision of the places that the deputy and the sheriff hide the bodies. So Harry Carlisle gets these phone calls that basically say they know what Harry and the sheriff had been doing. So Harry calls the sheriff and tells him to get over to his house quickly so they can deal with the phone calls. The sheriff takes a quick stop at his ranch that Nameless was just at and sees that one of the graves has been dug up. Then he starts really freaking out, and he drives to the nearest motel to find this mysterious car that was at Ginny's house. When the sheriff gets to the hotel, he's got two people that work with him, and one of them is the manager of the hotel. So the manager of the hotel lets Soaps into the room that Nameless is staying in, which is completely illegal, but you know, whatever. When Russell gets into the room, he finds pictures of all the families that he's murdered. He then goes to Harry Carlisle's house, thinking that he knows who has been blackmailing him and calling Harry. He gets to Harry's house and he accuses Harry of colluding with his sister, who just got out of jail for blackmail. He attacks Harry with chloroform, sticks him into a tub, and then kills him with a razor blade. This book, I swear, cannot get any more brutal. So after he's killed Harry, Soaps goes into his closet to change clothes for whatever reason, to go kill Harry's sister, who he thinks is blackmailing him. When he turns around, he sees Nameless and his German Shepherd dog. Nameless shoots Soaps with a dart. When Soaps wakes up, Nameless is driving away with the house on fire with Soaps' dog in his backseat of the car, which is just a great ending. So Nameless drives straight to Ginny's house and gives them $10,000 out of his $40,000 that he had to Ginny. He then drives away from Ginny's house when he starts having another vision of a little girl about Seraphina's age in a car accident. He slowly comes back to reality. He gets a text message from Ace of Diamonds telling him where to go and who he should help out next. And then he drives off in the distance, and it's a really cool ending to a book. The second book is called Photographing the Dead, and it's a great book. Come back tomorrow if you liked this video, and we're going to review the second book in his series. As always, if you liked this video, comment down below and like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and I will see you next time.